based on the details that you've read from the Quran, why do you think Islam should not be declared a crime against humanity?
What's your problem with it? I'm not gonna talk about it.
Don't touch me, don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
I'm not touching you.
You did touch me multiple
I don't even
times.
want to touch you.
Okay,
That's
go
what is in those
The Quran-
days. But in these days, Christianity,
If you-
Christianity.
That's fine, that's fine. Don't touch me, don't touch me. Excuse me, don't touch me.
You don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Stay away.
Okay, I'm not saying
Yeah. You pushed
I'm
my.
pushing you.
Yeah. Who pushed the microphone? It's on record.
I don't-
Who pushed the microphone? Do you know who pushed the microphone?
This famous street preacher by the name Operation Stephen went toe to toe with a bunch of Muslim students on the street, not knowing he is totally surrounded until one of them got physical with him right there on the street. And it all started when Stephen said something very uncharacteristic against the Quran right in their faces. Let's get into it.
Reading the Quran, Islam should be declared a crime against humanity. Crime against humanity. Well, crime against Jews and Christians,
Over what?
crime against women, crime against people who leave Islam, crime against, anyone who wants to make sense. So please explain to me. Please explain to me.
Where's the problem?
Where is the problem?
Where-
Have you ever read the Quran?
Yes.
What is the treatment of Islam, the Islamic theology towards Christians and Jews?
You tell me.
Have you ever read the Quran?
Jizya tax.
Have you ever read the Quran?
Yes.
What do you understand when reading the Quran as to how Jews and Christians ought to be treated?
Treated in what sense? In war?
In what?
In what sense? What way do we treat them? In Darul Harb, in Darul Kufr, in the non-Muslim land, in a Muslim land? What are you talking
The Quran doesn't have.
about? What do you mean treating? What do you mean treating?
Once.
Yeah, go.
In the Quran,
Yes.
there is no such thing called non-Muslim land, Muslim land. You understand that?
Yeah.
So don't bring in irrelevant points. The Quran is very clear as to how how it views Jews and Christians, how Muslims should view Jews and Christians. Based on the details that you've read from the Quran, why do you think Islam should not be declared a crime against humanity?
What's your problem with it? I'm not gonna go.
Okay, I'll give you a list.
defending myself.
Sure.
You tell me what's your problem with it?
Sure. Let me give you some details. Let me give you some details, and you can then defend. Yeah. The Quran. 1 second. The Quran.
Stop. Christian, you're a Christian, but Christianity,
Quran-
Christianity should pay for its crime that he
The
have
Quran-
against people as
the
well.
Quran-
So you come here and talk about the Quran and talk about Islam, but you don't read about Christianity.
Exit
I know
this way, exit this
Christianity
The Quran-
used to kill
Excuse me,
people
sir.
as well.
We are trying to have-
that was in
Don't
those
touch me, don't
days.
touch me.
That
Please
was
don't
in-
touch
I'm
me.
not touching you. That
You
one
did
is-
touch me
I
multiple
don't even
times.
want to touch you.
Okay,
That
go
what is in those
The Quran-
days. But in these days,
The Quran
it's different.
thinks-
You understand?
the
So
Quran
talk about
thinks-
these days right now. Talk about these days right now. Yeah? Talk about
I'm
these
gonna let
days
him
right now.
speak.
Because
I'm speaking.
back then there was a war. Everybody kill everybody back then. Everybody kill everybody then.
The Quran
Everybody
thinks
kill
Jews are like dogs. Would you agree with that?
Where's the reference?
No, he didn't kill anyone.
Surah 7, Ayah 176.
So,
If it says,
Have you ever read? If it says so, you think Jews are like dogs?
open the copy for me.
Surah 7, Ayah 176.
Open the copy for me.
I'd like to read many things.
Open the copy here for me. Open the verse.
Okay, let's read. So, if the Quran...
No. Open the verse in the book, please.
When we open and find out that Islam thinks
Open
Jews
it,
are
open
like
it for me.
Muslims, what
Forget
are you
when,
planning to
open it for
do?
me. Let me read it.
Surah 7, Ayah 176.
1-7.
Had we willed, we could have raised him by their means, but he clung to the earth and followed his own lust.
Who's him?
Will clung to his own lust. Therefore, his likeness is of the likeness of a dog.
The likeness of a dog.
Yeah.
Who's
That-
he?
we'll come to that in a little bit, yeah.
Notice how the preacher cleverly connects that verse in the surah to Moses' people, that is the Jews, exposing the Quran's negative view of them. The Muslim student interrupts and avoids the full context, which is not even surprising because majority of them don't even know the content of the Quran they claim to follow. And I can almost say the same thing about most of our Christian brethren.
Like,
You said all Jews, and now you're saying him. You're saying all Jews, and now you're saying him.
Have you ever read this surah?
You're saying all Jews are not.
Have you ever read this surah?
No. You gave me a verse here.
Have you ever read the surah?
No. Forget that. Yeah. You gave me a verse and you said it says all Jews are like dogs. Now it says the likeness of him is like a dog. Who is him?
Yeah.
And how you apply it to all Jews?
Can we? Clearly, you haven't read the.
You made a claim. You have to defend it. Why are you asking me to defend it? Go on. Let's read it.
Clearly, you haven't read your Quran.
Go and read it.
And so, let me clarify. Surah 7, Ayah 159. And of Moses' people. Who are Moses' people?
Bani Israel.
Good.
Yes.
So, you see the context there? Moses' people.
Moses' people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Surah 1. No, wait.
Go on.
Clearly, you haven't got a clue, and you asked me,
No.
and I'm giving you
Why
an
are you
answer.
getting rude, broski?
Excuse
Why are
me.
you getting rude?
Look.
I'll leave right now if you're getting rude. Yeah.
You can leave any moment you want, but the point is, you clearly, when I read the verse that I read, you said, you demonstrated your ignorance.
It says a singular pronoun in the verse here. How are you saying it applies to a multitude of people? It says the likeness of him. How is that going against
Don't
the whole
shout.
qawm of people?
Please don't shout.
No, because you're
Let's-
shouting over me. You're shouting over me as if you know more. Go on, explain.
Are you scared of reading your own
I'm
Quran?
not scared, but you made a claim. You have to defend it.
That is okay, no problem.
So now can we read one step at a time? One step at a time. So, Surah, please don't touch me, sir. Please don't touch me, sir.
In the Bible, Jesus
Surah,
mentioned
excuse me,
dark as
sir.
well, so that is okay.
Surah 7,
That's okay.
Ayah 159, Moses' people. We agree it's about Israel. Don't read. Surah, the same Surah, Ayah 160. We divided them into 12 tribes, nations, and we inspired Moses when his people asked him for water and so on. So, who are we still talking about?
You tell me. You're making a claim. You have to. Why are you asking me a question? Ask me to defend.
It's your book, isn't it?
Brother, you asked me to defend
Are
something.
you a Muslim?
I'll defend.
You know, you clearly are clueless, so maybe you're not a Muslim. Is there a Muslim who... Are you a Muslim, sir? Yeah. So this gentleman is clueless. Have you ever read your Quran? Of course I did. Okay, I'm trying to read from Quran, and he seems terribly scared. And he seems to demonstrate that he doesn't know the scriptures, your Quran. So let's read this, yeah? Surah 7, Ayah 176.
This is the reason why war cannot. This is the reason why war cannot done in this world.
This is the reason why we should stay away.
Because of people like these people, this Christianity. This is the reason why war and corruption cannot finish in this world. This is the reason why there will be no peace.
Where's your
in this
water?
world
Have you got water?
Because of people like this man.
Surah 7, Ayah 176. Ayah 176 portrays Jews as dogs. Based on this, I'm trying to find out why Islam should not be declared as crime against humanity. This is what I'm trying to find out. Because if I this is as clear as it could get. One of the most racist comments, something that can demonstrate why the nation of Israel is currently being attacked. And so I'm trying to understand. The gentleman here has some religious clothing on, and so I thought he might know the Quran. But I read one verse. Excuse me. I read one verse. Excuse me. I read one verse, and he was scared already. Surah 7, Ayah 176. Jews are portrayed as dogs. Based on this, I'd like to have Islam categorized as crime against humanity. What would you say about that?
You're clearly wrong. Show me the verses.
Yeah, please. It's here. Surah 7, Ayah 176.
That was in the past. I say that was in the past.
Don't push.
And if you want to bring up that right now, I say Christianity.
If you
Christianity.
That's fine. That's fine. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Excuse me. Don't touch me.
You don't touch me. Yeah?
Don't touch me. Stay away.
Okay, I'm not saying
Yeah. You pushed
I'm
my.
not pushing you.
Yeah. Who pushed the microphone? It's on record.
I don't-
Who pushed the microphone? Do you know who pushed the microphone? You touch me physically. If you don't like, you can move on. Don't touch my Quran.
When the Muslim guy pushes the microphone, Stephen stays calm and points out the aggression instead. And I'm pretty sure they were expecting the opposite from him. But their plans flop, which only goes to prove one thing. It proves the stiff Islamic intolerance that exists in every Muslim once they are challenged.
Comment to you to stay away from speaker's corner, stay away from any public place if you can't engage in an intelligent public discourse. For other Muslims who might be intelligent, let me ask the same question again. Surah 7, Ayah 176 seems to suggest that Jews are dogs. Based on this, I'd really like to categorize Islam as a crime against humanity.
Okay.
Not just this.
Okay, you
Let's go through an. Excuse me, sir. I'm not here to deal with your ignorance right now.
No.
We are trying to deal with some intelligent comments. Any intelligent Muslim who wants to engage in a conversation can begin engaging. Yes, sir.
Read, right? No. You read.
Are you a Muslim, sir?
It's fine.
Are you a Muslim, sir?
I'm asking.
You're not. Surah 7, Ayah 176. Are you a Muslim, sir? Are you a Muslim, sir? Surah 7, Ayah 176. Jews are like dogs. Is that a sensible statement to make? Is that a sensible statement to make? I think Islam should be categorized as a crime against humanity. It doesn't stop here. I'll go through a long list for you if you want.
In a lot of books. There is a lot of
Surah 62
statements made in a lot of books.
Bring your own camera, record your own stuff, sir. Surah 62. Surah 62. Are you a Muslim, sir? But are you a Muslim? Yeah, please try and explain. Surah 62, Ayah 5. Jews are like donkeys. Are you happy with this idea? Metaphor. So, would you like to be called as a donkey as a metaphor? Would you like? So you don't like it even as a metaphor. So who cares if it is a metaphor or not? Why would you're a Muslim? You consider Quran as your word from your own God. Why would it call Jews as donkeys? Why? Metaphor, please come. Why? I'm terribly upset. You as an individual you are very clearly stating that you wouldn't like to be called a donkey. Which I completely understand. I wouldn't like to be called a donkey. Neither would my brother here and my friends here and so on. We wouldn't want to call any human being a donkey. It's not just rude. If I were to use the word rude, that'll be an understatement. The very fact is Islam is nasty, evil, wicked to the core. And the gentleman here, he hasn't read his Quran, so he's clueless. So this is what Islam does. Raises people in the millions who are clueless, mobilizes them as an army, again who are clueless. This young man. Don't touch me.
He did
You did touch me. You did touch me again. You did touch me again. You did touch me again. So why not?
What are you talking about? Why?
Well, why can't I speak about you?
Why should you?
Because you touched me already. Why can't I speak about you?
I touch your microphone because I don't want my voice to be recorded.
What's that?
I don't want my voice to be recorded.
You know the best way to do that? Stay away.
You say I'm not going to move away.
Okay, that's fine. So your voice would be recorded. The fact that you clearly can't even demonstrate composure would be recorded. So let's go on. So Islamic, yes.
Why do they get angry?
Well, they get angry because they haven't got. They get angry because they.
They're getting angry. He's making personal comments. He's calling us clueless.
Yeah. Well, if you're clueless.
You said I was dressed in religious clothing. Is this religious clothing? Is it religious clothing? You made a claim, defend it. Is this religious clothing?
What is it then?
It's cultural clothing.
Cultural clothing.
Cultural clothing.
Where were you born?
Huh?
Where were you born?
Don't ask personal.
Where were you
It's
born?
cultural clothing.
No, you're saying this is cultural clothing. Where were you born?
I was born here.
You were born here.
I was born here.
Okay. What's your nationality? You were born here. What's your nationality?
Don't ask silly questions,
No,
bro.
I'm trying to understand what culture you have in your mind.
Don't ask about
I'm
culture.
really trying to understand what culture you have in your mind. You were born here. What is your nationality? What's your nationality, sir?
Don't make him ask you any question. You ask him question.
So clearly, all right, okay.
These are the same.
Let's go through this list, my dear friends.
Don't want peace.
Surah 7, Ayah 176. According to Islam, Jews should be seen as dogs. Surah 62, Ayah 5. According to Islam, Jews should be seen as donkeys. Surah 98, Ayahs 6 and 7. According to Islam, Jews and Christians are worst of creatures when they don't agree with Islam. Surah 4, Ayahs 47, 53, 154, 155 have some very nasty comments about Jews. Surah 17, Ayah 22 to 39. Friends of devil, Bani Israel. The topic, the surah's name is Bani Israel, and it goes on to describe the friends of devil. Surah 2, Ayah 65, apes. Now, let me ask you, my dear friends, how is reading going to help? How is reading going to help? Yeah.
The preacher lists verses from the Quran that calls Jews animals and devils, using facts to humble the students' logic. Their weak excuses show just how uncomfortable they are with their own book. This is just strange and hilarious.
dogs? Why are Jews
Read it,
like
read
dogs?
it.
Why are Jews like dogs?
Open
Would you agree with that statement? If
Open it.
if the Quran says they are like dogs, would you agree with that?
It doesn't say that.
Would you agree with that?
I can open it.
Would you agree with that? Would you agree with that?
I'm saying open the book.
Would you agree with that?
You don't know.
If you don't know, just say.
You don't know.
Good.
You don't
How
know.
old are you now?
Why? You don't know.
How old are you now?
You don't know why.
What religion are you?
How old are you?
You don't know why.
No.
You don't know
I am a
why.
Christian. How old are you?
Christian, I can say Bible verse 1, this says X, Y, Z. Open it, let's read it.
You
My
don't
dear
know.
friend,
I can make you
how old are you?
You're making
Yes.
baseless statements.
In the ancient of days,
I am making
people
so
say things,
according to the
and
Quran,
they
how
read
should
things,
Jews and Christians
and they
be
call
treated?
people
You tell me.
Open the book and
We
let's
don't know
Jews
why.
and Christians who
Yes.
don't receive
But we know
Islam,
these days.
what is the view of Islam of these people?
You know the verse you said, chapter 7, verse 1? Read it.
167. Jews and you tell me, you have read the Quran. How long have you read the Quran? Long time? Many years? Many years. According to the Quran, Jews and Christians who haven't accepted Islam, what is Islam's view of them?
Read the.
tell me.
What's Islam's view of what? Who haven't accepted Islam?
Of Jews and Christians
Yeah.
who have rejected Islam, who continue to reject Islam.
your view?
What is
your
Islam's view of them?
What is your view of Jews and Christians in these days now?
Yeah.
What is your view of Jews and
Excuse me, sir, you need to stand in the queue. I'm asking the questions
What
right
is
now.
your
Have you ever heard the word context?
Of course.
What does context
I
mean?
just gave you the context.
What does context mean?
You're not.
What does context mean?
You're wasting time.
What does context mean?
Context is the meaning behind something.
Context is the meaning behind something. Are you sure about this
You tell
word?
me what the context.
Context is the meaning behind something. Meaning behind. Where is behind? Behind like that? Where is behind? Context is where you understand a verse.
That verse in the surah that calls people from other faiths, especially Jews, animals, is a verse you'd never hear any Muslim teacher, scholar mentioning. Up until this video, a lot of people didn't even know a verse like that exists in the Quran. What do you think? Was that cover-up deliberate or not? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to support our channel and check out for our last video on how a famous Muslim scholar was humiliated on national TV. Thanks for watching.